welcome back to Back Garden PE. This is our third video that we're going to do. The last two, throwing and catching, have had over 1,000 hits. So today we're going to have a look at football and see how that goes on. To begin with, we're going to look at some passing, we're going to look at some shooting, we're going to look at some dribbling. All of which to try and work on those fundamental football skills. Hopefully you don't need too much room in the back garden, but over a 45-second work rate, you'll get quite a lot done. Right then, boys, let's get to it.
Before we begin, a quick look at the equipment. I'm using some garden canes, some caps, some footballs of various sizes, you can get whatever you can lay your hands on, and some furry friends. If you've got them, goals might be a good idea, but you don't have to have goals, it just so happens that we have. Time to go over the session plan. The idea is that there are 8 stations that you'll do during this workout, and they're working on your ball control, dribbling, passing and shooting. Each station you'll do for about 45 seconds, and you count your completed efforts. In some of the stations you might need a partner to help you, or even you could work with them, and why not compete against them? So you do it and then they do it and see who does better. Of course, next time you do the session, you want to see if you can beat your scores, or beat other people's scores.
Go.
Station 1, toe tap shuttles. 2 caps are placed 5 metres apart, and you just shuttle between them, 1 point for each completed shuttle. You can use forward toe taps, you could use forward and then backward toe taps, you could use backward only toe taps, just go backwards, 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 whatever makes it more difficult. Station 2, sidestep ball control. Use the same distance that you had between your 2 markers and sidestep in, trying to keep the ball under control as you go. Count the number of shuttles you make in 45 seconds.
3, 2, 1, go.
The next station is going to need 3 different types of turn.
That's it.
You've got the inside foot, you've got the outside foot, and then you've got the drag back turn. Try and use all 3.
Lovely.
This station is self-explanatory. You dribble between the marker caps as many times as you can inside the 45 seconds and use different turns while you're at it, just to try and boost those skills and work on those fundamentals.
Good.
For the next practice, you need to set out a box. What I've done here is I've used my 4 marker caps to mark the corners, and then I've used some canes to put lines where the ball or the person must cross to count as a completed corner. So here's Henry dribbling, he's scored 1 by stepping over into the corner as he's gone. So there he is on 2, gets the ball up to it, steps in, makes a turn, lots of different turns. You can choose which direction you want to go in. You don't have to go in a circle or anything like that, but you can choose whichever way you're facing to try and go. Just make sure that you go to a different corner each time. Just don't go return to the same corner. Just like the other practices, you've got 45 seconds to score as many points as you can. So every corner you get to is a point. The challenge is to try and score more than 20. Henry's got 10 here, so you see if you can double that. To make this practice more challenging, add a second person doing exactly the same thing at the same time. You've then got to try and avoid each other. It's like a duo battle. Station 5 is figure of 8 passing. Make a pass, do a figure of 8 through the caps, and then make another pass. The feeder is rolling the ball at the end of each pass, and you count the number of passes you get back to your feeder. Station 6 is the variable pass, working on those first touch, first time passes. Your partner rolls the ball out to you and you hit the ball back, but you use different distances, whether going to the second cap, the third cap or the fourth cap. After each pass, you have to run back and tap your furry friend. In our case, we're using Pikachu. It's quite hard work, and you count the amount of passes that you make inside the 45 seconds. Good fitness. Here's the setup for Station 7. You have a goal, of which you can make up a goal in any way you want to, and your caps are used as markers. There's little gates that somebody will dribble through, and then they shoot at the goal. In this practice, Henry is starting at Pikachu, going through one gate, going through another gate, making a shot, collecting the ball, and straight back to Pikachu. That's 1 goal scored, 1 point inside his 45 seconds. He's then dribbling through a different gate, back again to the second gate, and then he can shoot. He chooses which way round he goes to it, and then makes the shot, quickly collects the ball, and gets back to Pikachu. Before the next practice, just a quick look at technique. Start with a diagonal approach, and then make sure you get a balanced standing foot, and finally strike through the laces. Station 8 is Furry Friend Shooting Gallery. It's like a bonus round. This one isn't a 45-second round. Firstly, have some fun selecting and placing your targets. Have a couple of low targets and a high target. You get 10 shots, 1 point per goal scored, whether you miss the target or not. You get 3 points for low targets and 5 points for high targets. That's a maximum of 50 possible points that you can add to your total from all the other things that you've had. The better you are, you want to maybe shoot from further away. Try and shoot from the same place every time. Three-point shot. Yay! Good shot. To make it even better, make sure you replace your targets when you knock them down. And
Go on then.
just make sure that you don't go
that's
about
close.
shooting. Only kick shots count. We then made a leaderboard, just to see who scored the most. I think I won, but only just, and Henry is 8. So, a long way to go for me on my football skills. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've had a load of fun. I know that we had loads of fun putting it together and getting everything sorted. Next time we'll look at fitness testing. Just a few acknowledgements. The music at the start was from Arctic Monkeys, and my inspirations come from Gods of the Game and some YouTube football vids, especially 7MLC. Check him out.